Please watch to the end. Comment and respond to other people's comments.
A road rage incident in North Spokane turned deadly Saturday morning when several witnesses reported a gunshot and a woman who collapsed in the street. The Spokane County Medical Examiner has not released the victim's name, but her family identified her as 33-year-old Erica Keenis.
I'm not even sure it's fully sunk in yet.
Spokane police arrested 29-year-old Richard Huff at the scene of the shooting. He is charged with second-degree murder. Court documents say witnesses heard Huff shouting he could explain.
Do you admit to shooting the victim?
In self-defense.
Court docs say the suspect's mother was driving him and his brother to their sister's house in North Spokane. His mother told investigators another car passed and cut them off, even running a stop sign as they headed toward Addison Street. Court docs say the suspect's mother followed them to get their license plate. Eventually, the car stopped at Francis, and a woman got out and approached their car. That's when Huff got out and confronted the victim.
All I know is that she did present a knife and she threatened my life.
Although Huff told me he has poor recollection of what happened due to his PTSD, he did remember seeing Erica reach for what he thought was a knife from her chest.
So police never found a knife on the victim. So, I mean, what do you say to that?
I don't know, to be completely honest. All I know is that they did run from the scene, so I wouldn't put it past them to hide a weapon or anything like that.
Court docs say Huff has a valid concealed pistol license, but had previously been denied a firearm after application. Detectives give no further details about this.
What would you say to the victim's family?
I would beg for forgiveness.
I love her, I miss her, and I don't know what I'm going to do without her.
The victim's family has created a GoFundMe page to raise funds for Erica's 9-year-old son she leaves behind.
Obviously, we want to see justice done for Erica, but her son's our biggest concern at this point.
Huff has no previous criminal history and pleaded not guilty to the murder charge. He remains in Spokane County Jail on a $750,000 bond. Amanda Rowley, KREM 2 News.
Of a road rage shooting in 2021 will now spend 15 years in prison. This comes after a jury found the man guilty of second-degree murder last month.
KREM 2's Amanda Rowley had the only camera in the courtroom for the hearing this morning. She's joining us here in the newsroom tonight with comments from the families of the victim and the defendant.
Well, I spoke with Richard Huff the day after his arrest nearly 2 years ago. He insisted he acted in self-defense when he shot Erica Keenis, and that's the defense his attorneys clung to during the trial. Today, Huff is still sticking to that story.
A road rage shooting in North Spokane landed Richard Huff in a front row seat to the consequences of his actions. In May 2021, Huff was in the car with his family when they got cut off by the car the victim was in. Their interactions escalated from there. Both parties eventually stopped and got out of their cars. That's when Huff claims Erica Keenis confronted him with a knife and threatened to cut him. Then he shot her. A jury found Huff guilty of second-degree murder. During his sentence hearing, Huff told the judge he regrets what happened.
Loss of life is never good. It's a definite tragedy. But I'm still maintaining that this was self-defense and that I had no way out. And I did what I felt I absolutely needed to do.
Erica's stepsister told the judge how greatly they feel this loss.
Erica had a light inside of her. I love her very much. Myself and my family are deeply hurt and angry that this happened on a level that none of us can truly express to you here today or understand ourselves yet.
And the man who shares a son with Erica also confronted the shooter.
Many mistakes were made that day, but it was a choice to chase down Erica's car for a mile. It was a choice for you to exit your vehicle. It was a choice without hesitation and in anger, pull out your gun and kill another human being.
The defendant's family spoke in court this morning as well. Since Huff has no criminal history, they asked the judge for a low sentence.
I know that he was a very kind-hearted person, and I know that what he did was in self-defense.
When deciding the defendant's sentence, the judge did consider the fact that he has no criminal history and that the woman did get out of the car, confronted him, and was angry, which is why the judge set a sentence on the lower end of the standard range at 15 years.